Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is having a great day. It started raining here about 3 hours ago, and it's supposed to rain for the next 27 hours. Uh, yeah, there should be some flooding. Not much. We don't get like major flooding like a lot of cities, but we have gotten our share of a couple of floods. Uh, I'm expecting quite a bit of rain. I have just been sitting around. I left work about 10 minutes early. So I have been sitting around watching an episode of Kill Tony from New Year's Eve. Um, as you can see, I've got my phone sitting here. I was watching Kill Tony, which brings me to another thing that I wanted to share with y'all. And it's this app that I'm using to watch Kill Tony. And another thing I wanted to do was, let me get my light turned on. I did finally fix the tripod with my light on it so it won't be getting knocked over and fall over so easily. But we have to start every episode like we do every day. I'm glad it's going to be an amazing day until the snow comes. That's super cool. I wish we would get some more snow, but I don't guess it's going to happen. Last night I carried once again the Severn clone. I'm loving the fidget factor of this knife. I'm loving the sound it makes. I'm loving the action. I'm loving how sharp the blade is. Fits my hand well. Good morning, Jim Cox. I'm just loving everything about this knife. So I ended up carrying it again last night. I also took with me a little bag of knives to shoot some videos on. And I made up a list of knives I'm going to sell. I came up with 22 knives pretty quickly. And what surprised me is that's the total of the 22 knives that I decided to sell. Actually, that's what I paid for them, so I won't get that much back, but I'll keep you posted on how close I get to that number. It's amazing how quick knives add up. I could have a couple of really nice knives with that money. These are the ones I took to shoot a couple of shorts of last night. This is a cool knife. I've showed it before, but it's a way of knife modified concept bulldozer. I got a super good deal on it. It has got a crazy pattern on it. This is one of the ones that's going up for sale. So if you're interested, you can open it with the blade reverse flick pretty easily, even though it doesn't have a studs or a hole or anything. It's just got enough blade that you can easily reverse flick it. I haven't tried to like regular flick it. No, reverse flick works because you can get better leverage on the blade. Cool knife though. Front flipper works good too. But I took that one with me. And then I took my 4. I didn't shoot videos of these, but it's about time to shoot another short of these 4. So that's my 4 main. I shot one of those yesterday, so that's my 5 main Spydercos that are all real. And then I took a video of the Kubi Drake in the M390, just because that's another cool knife. And up here we got the sharpened mirror polished knife we did yesterday. So yeah, that was my knife night. So the next thing I wanted to get into, Jim, you can reverse flick anything. You can reverse flick. I taught my buddy at work how to do it, and the main thing is just keeping this pointer finger straight so it's out of the way. So if you learn how to just keep that finger straight and use your second finger, I promise you can reverse flick. But it's all about keeping that finger straight so it's out of your way. So just practice keeping that finger straight and use this second finger to just flick, and you'll get it. I promise. Ed Durbin in the house. You can reverse flick. Just keep that finger straight and out of the way, and just practice just flicking like that. Sorry. Yeah, you can do it. And as long as you're not oily, you can get a hold of that blade pretty easy. I bet you can do it. Yeah, and if it's a frame lock, make sure you kind of like putting your fingers like on the clip here, your other two fingers back here on the clip, and keep that one straight again. This one's not a frame lock, but frame lock, frame lock, frame lock, liner lock, liner lock, liner lock. Wow, that's amazing. I don't have any frame locks. That's usually all I have is frame locks. I don't have any sitting here, but oh yeah, frame lock. So if you're flicking or reverse flicking a frame lock, just keep those other two fingers kind of back here on the clip. Keep this one straight out of the way, and then just reverse flick off of whatever you got, the fuller, the blade. Tommy Versetti, good morning, guys. Knives are life. I would agree. And I agree about Winterblade making awesome knives too. I popped into B's Blade stream last night, and I saw Nick on there. I did catch that for a little while last night. Go over real quick the knives I decided to sell. You can't see my cheat sheet here because this is what I paid. But we have the Brian Brown Knives Raptor with the carbon fiber insert. The Vero Neuron 2 with the aftermarket carbon fiber scales. The Chavez Redemption Street. The District Knives Apollo. The Mass Drop Thresher. The Max Ace Meerkat. The Freeman Knives Voodoo. That Concept Bulldozer. A Vero Impulse Thin. A Wee Knives Sakshi. And a Wee Knives Makani. Brian Efros Elder. A Christensen Knives Maverick. My Kaiser Doberman. A Tuya Shocker. That CJRB Frac. A Null Knives Grace Zerk kit that I have. A Hilberg Chamois with the milled scales. This Fox Knives Core. Mass Drop and Ferrum Forge Falcon. A Spider Coefficient, and my Mannix 2. So those are the 21 knives and a Zerk kit that I'm going to sell. We is awesome. We makes great knives. Not just decent knives. They make excellent knives. They make knives that would be $700 to $800 if they were USA made. A lot of times, and they're $200 to $300 instead. The two I'm selling are this Wee Makani with lightning anode. I can't ever get the colors. Oh, you can see the reflection of the TV there. That kind of shows the color good. That one's titanium and lightning anode. Cert, and then the blade on it is that. So that's one of the ones I'm selling. And then the other one I'm selling is a super cool carbon fiber version they have, which is the Sakshi. You can see the carbon fiber on it. Another cool little wee knife. So both of those are going on the chopping block. And then this is the Mass Drop and Ferrum Forge Falcon. It's got that super cool blade shape. It's got some fingerprints on it, but and some Earl, I guess. What's going on with it? I need to clean it, but that's something on the blade, but not scratches, I promise. I just need to wipe it off, clean it off with something. It's wiping off. Let's see. Yeah, that's getting better. There we go. Anyway, that's a cool knife. It's got the big front. It's a smaller knife, but yet I can get all 4 fingers on it when I use that front choil. It's a cool little knife. That one's on the chopping block. No, I don't have a Roxy 3. I've been looking for a Roxy 4. They're even harder to find. Roxy 3s are pretty easy to find. They pop up all the time on Knife Swap. I just want the 4 because of the blade to handle ratio is a lot better on the 4 in my opinion. The 3 is kind of short and stubby. Let me show you. I don't know if we can find a comparison, but the 4 is discontinued and they're still making the 3. So the 3, you can still buy it on the website. And I just myself, I just think the blade looks too short and stubby. I mean, it's a great knife, don't get me wrong. But the Roxy 4 is got a little bit better blade to handle ratio, in my opinion. Short and stubby, a little longer. I mean, they're very similar. They both have the 3 holes there. I just like the placement a little better on the 4. I like the lines on the 4 a little better too. I don't like this curve on the back there. I mean, it's okay. And I don't like the way the top is inset. I like this one does, but it just doesn't have as much. So, you have a 4? Why don't you sell me your 4? That's what you ought to do, is sell me your 4. I know you don't want it anymore. There's been something laying here on my table that I've been wanting to talk about too. something we're going to do. So I bought this this Mora nib. I bought this a while back, and we need to make us a knife. I've got some. I bought some slabs of G10. Actually, I bought some micarta and some G10, I believe. But we need to do a Thursday video about how to buy one of these blade blanks, and turn it into a knife. That would be a fun project. So yeah, and that's a pretty good size knife. In fact, I don't know, what does it say here? It's a classic number 2 blade. It says the blade length is 106 millimeters. Hey Google, what's 106 millimeters in inches?
106 millimeters is equal to 4.173 inches.
So 4.173. So that'll be a cool project to do one day. And then something else I was thinking about is, let me see if I can find it. I've got a, somebody was asking me about trapper, let's see, what were they asking me about? They were asking me about slip joint knives. And so it made me think about my slip joint knives. And then it made me remember another knife that I've got that I don't ever use because it doesn't have a clip on it. So let me think where that knife is. Give me 1 second here. I hope you can hear me still. Alright, where did I put that? I just had it yesterday. Could have sworn I put it in here, but it's not in here, so. Alright, if it's not in there, then maybe it is in this thing over here. Hold on. I'm a-looking. Alright, so maybe it is in here. Buck knives are cool. I like the Auto 110, okay? I used to like buck knives a lot more than I do nowadays. And I think that's just it's just because their quality over the years has kind of gone down a little in my book. Where's that knife? I've got an old knife I found at a, speaking of old knives, I've got a little old knife I found at a yard sale. It's a cool little knife. I got it for 50 cents, so I think I got a pretty good deal on it. Don't know how to open it. Can't figure out what I'm doing here. Why am I having issues finding the blade? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it's an old it's an old buck 313. Buck this. There's a little buck for you I just happened to run across. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with buck. Like, they just kind of, it's not, they haven't kept up with the times, and they haven't kept their same quality that they used to have. Like, They've done a little slipping in both categories, in my opinion. Now, where in the heck is that stupid knife? This is going to make me mad. You won't like me when I'm angry. No, it's not actually going to make me mad, but it is kind of pissing me off a little bit. Alright, hold on. Let me look. Not in here. Not in here. Man, something's got to be wrong. It's got to be missing because... Aha! Found it. So, this knife right here is a... It's a Bull Knives Trapper with Damascus and carbon fiber. Super cool little knife, but it doesn't have a clip. So, the action on this thing is super smooth. I mean, it's just butter. Like, it really is like butter. Super cool knife, cool blade grind. And I would like to carry it every now and then, but it's one of the ones you drop in your pocket. So I don't do that very often because I've got other things in my pocket and I don't want to scratch up this Damascus. Brand New American morning. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do a mod. When you order a bunch of Kaiser knives, they give you free, they give you points that they call Kaiser points or whatever. And with that, you can get a bunch of free stuff. And included in that free stuff is the ability to get some clips. There's some titanium 940 scales. Anybody needs any? Good morning, Dalton. Bunch of screws. Let's see. This is evidently the wrong bag. I thought they were in here, but they must not be. Yeah, that's not one either. Alright. This was the wrong parts bag. Hold on. Give me a second. That's the wrong bag of parts. That's the wrong... companies will send you new pivot sets. That's the one, Knives Are Life. Have you gotten yours yet? That's one that Migron sent me with a pivot and all the parts. I think I paid $8 for that. That's a watch link. Alright, where's that? Aha! Maybe? Man, I've got to have one more in here because I'm not seeing what I'm looking for. There's my daughter on one of those pull things for the backs of phones. I got a custom one made with her picture on it. Show my daughter on my channel. Show off. Alright, where are these stupid parts that I need? Aha! I found some more stuff. Bearings. And this is what I told y'all. Make sure you keep up with your parts. And I'm not leading by example very well. But I would say they've got to be in one of these. Not yet. Knives are live. All right. So, one of the things that Kaiser has is they have some nice, they'll send you nice free titanium clips. There's a couple of them. I've got one that I anodized in here too somewhere. There's a bunch of thumb studs. If you need thumb studs, you can buy a bunch of extra ones of them. Alright, I've got one more. Yeah, here's the one I anodized, I believe. No, that's a different one. Alright, so having extra clips is a good thing too. There's a good clip with some screws on it. I don't remember what that one's for. But we're going to see if we can't modify. Oh, maybe that's the one. No. Alright, there's two of them. There's a third one. So these are the ones I got from Kaiser free from using their points to get them. And what I saw last night, it made me think about all this. Sorry about that. Got a watch link. Actually, yeah, that's a watch link. All right. So, what I thought about doing here is figuring out a way to put a clip on this knife. Since it does not have one, let's see. Good morning, Be Shady. See which one of these is the shortest. Looks like this one is the shortest. This one has a label on it. What is that symbol? Anybody know what kind of knife this is? Maybe I'll know if I can see it up close. Do we know what that logo is? Hold on. What is that logo? Anybody know what that logo is? I do not know what that logo is. Good morning, Dragon LSK. So, my thoughts were to figure out a way to put this clip on this knife. Or a clip on this knife. I don't know that I want that one on there because of the way it sits. QSP, is that the QSP logo? Vosteed? Yeah, it might be a Vosteed clip. Alright. There's a titanium one. I think that one looks better. So I'm going to try to use that one screw hole that's already there. Let me show you what and this one's full titanium. This one's not, of course. All right. So I've got that one. And then I have all kinds of different length screws that came with it. And then I have this one. I've got one more. I think these are basically the same thing. So, man, good morning, everybody. Lots of people in here this morning. Day 30. You get your comments in today. We're having a knife giveaway tomorrow. So, we will have to drill a hole and I'm going to show you what made me think about doing this so that I can carry this knife, is this right here is what made me think to do all this. Now, go to Chinese knives, SMKE Bull Trapper clip. So this guy did this right here. And he put that one all the way down at the end and only used a single screw clip. I kind of like the style of that clip, but I don't like the fact that it's only got one screw, because he probably had to create a recess. So right here, you can see there looks like he notched out something, and hopefully it won't spin. But I was wanting to try, because if I use, let me go back to my, let me show you what I got here. So that's where I got the idea. And then, but I decided if I used one with two so it wouldn't spin, and I put the clip to where the first one is in that hole, then the second one will be back a little bit, and I can straighten it up, line it up, get it straight, and it will be pretty much deep carry. There won't be much of the knife sticking out. And I will mill a little channel next to both of these screws in the carbon fiber. And I'll do all this by hand. I don't have a milling machine. And I'll make sure I do this on video for y'all, to help you learn how to modify stuff too, because that's what we're here for. But about right in there somewhere is where I want it. You can see this front screw will go in that hole, and then I'll have to put one in. So, that's my plan to mod on this one. So, something I suggest you get also when you get into knives is to get you some taps of different sizes. I believe this is a 2.5 millimeter. A lot of the body screws, but get you a tap so that when we drill a hole, we can thread it for 2.5 millimeter screws. And then I've got a whole big thing over here of different lengths in black and silver of 2.5 millimeter screws to put clips on and stuff. I've got these. I've got one of these for 3 millimeters, for 3.5 millimeters. But to make the threads for the screws, you need a tap. And I know a lot of y'all know this stuff, but I'm just repeating it for the ones that don't. Let me put this clip back where I'll be able to find it. So, yeah. Another thing I was wanting to do was change out the thumb studs on this thing from being so big, and maybe putting a double thumb stud in this one where the magnetic one is. But I've got a bunch of cool thumb studs. I've even got one sitting over here that's got Damascus, that's Damascus lightning anode. A slip? You meaning like a slip joint? Or like a slip for the knife to slide into? Like what are we asking about? What about a slip joint? Or like a sheath slip kind of thing? Yeah, I mean, I could use leather, but I want a clip, because I'm used to carrying clips, and I like modifying my knives to where they work for me. And this knife is not very valuable, and it will look good with that clip on it. And it's just something to do to modify my knives with a clip. Yeah, I mean, I could do that with a, but I don't know. I don't like little pouches like, I don't know. I just don't. I would rather have a clip. It's just how I carry my knives. I know they have clips, but then you have two things. Then when you go to reach for your knife, you pull out the whole thing, and then you have to pull out your knife again. Like, I don't know. It's just not my thing. I get it. I'm sure it works great for y'all. More power to you. I wish I could use one and enjoy it, but I just don't think I will. Not to say that I won't. I mean, I shouldn't try one at least, maybe. So I will look into that. I will look at some nice leatherworks places and see if I can. Yeah, I just, there's knives that we don't get use out of that I would like to, and this knife is not important. It's not really. And who did you suggest? No, we're real good at looking stuff up here. Lancelot Leather and Northwoods Leather. So I'm guessing, are they more on Instagram? Let's see. Lancelot Leather. And I can't type. Lancelot Leather, Joe. Lancelot Leather. Clip slip standard drop tonight. So there's a clip slip. And it's made, I've got one of those actually. I don't know that it doesn't have a, I think the one I have doesn't even have a clip on it. I think it's just one of those little, yeah, I don't know. There's one around here somewhere, I think. But yeah, made for slip joints. I don't carry, I'm not into slip joint knives enough to know like the peripheral accessories for them. But that makes sense for people that do. I appreciate good leather works though, for sure. I think leather is manly. So that's the clip slip standard. And then what was the other? We said Lancelot. Was it Northwoods or something? Yeah, Northwoods Leather. Let's check that out. That's the whole point of this channel, is showing me stuff I don't know about, and maybe me doing the same every now and then. And this keyboard does not work half the time. Northwoods. Come on, keyboard. Lather. Don't look up Northwoods Lather. You won't get what you were looking for. All right, those are really simple. Slip sizing. Yeah, those don't have a clip, huh? Yeah, I think that's more like the one that I have. It's just kind of a little pouch. The Veritas is a very manly, very elegant looking knife as well. The Veritas, there's just something about it that looks like cigars and drinking whiskey with the boys. It just kind of looks like something you'd take to a wedding, or, I mean, it's not like an elegant knife, and I don't know why it makes me think that, but when I carry my Veritas, it's just that's the feeling it gives me. Good thing about knives is they give you different feelings. Yeah, that's super cool. Let me add both of them. I just started my Instagram not long ago. I haven't been on Instagram. I'm way behind on Instagram. So let me make sure I follow both of those people. And And if anybody else wants to follow me, please feel free to. I'm not even subscribed to my own channel. I don't know. Anyway, my Instagram is just right here. It's on my YouTube page. It's just Blade Alchemy for you. Same as my YouTube up here at the top. And then Knives Are Life. I wanted to show you. You asked me about this program. It's IV Cam, and it's you can get it for free, but there's some limitations to it. But it turns any cell phone into a webcam, and cell phones are a lot more convenient and better quality than most all webcams. So they make it for Apple and Android, and they make a Windows version, or I think they make a PC version for Mac and PC. I went ahead and bought it because of how well it works. But all you do, let me just show you. So all you do is you have your, well, maybe you don't. Where in the heck did my phone go? Hello, phone? Well, that's no good. Sorry. I'm unprepared this morning. I'm a little... Aha. All right. So the app is running constantly on my computer, and you just open the IV Cam app, and it shows you I've got the server running on 2 different computers. And this one, I believe, is the C computer. So you just launch it, and it turns into a webcam. And it's got all the functions. I've got it actually zoomed in, I believe. All right, so it turns it into a webcam. So let me show you. Right now, the lag on it, the clarity on it is super great because it uses your cell phone. But you can set up second angles and stuff really easy. And actually, let me unlock this and throw it. Well, hold on, sorry. So now you can see I can have the main view, and then I can have another one up here. Yeah, it's super cool program, man. And it blacks out the screen so it doesn't waste your battery while you're using it on your phone. And so I've got some super cool little tripods. I've got this little one with the pivot with the phone mount. Then I've got one of those Gorilla Pod, the ones that grab. Then I have another one right over here that's got, well, you can see it's a little bit better of a tripod, but you can just throw the phone in there, and then you got a good second angle. You can set the program to go vertical or horizontal also, and so it's just a cool little program. And then when you just exit out, then it just is not running anymore, and there you go. And then the second thing I wanted to show you was, oh yeah, I had a suggestion. I know a lot of you, since you're on YouTube at the moment, one of the things that makes me so mad sometimes about YouTube is they want you to pay for the YouTube Premium or YouTube Red in order to be able to listen to stuff in the background or with the phone screen off. So as soon as you turn your phone screen off, YouTube stops playing. So that's very annoying. So I wanted to share another super cool app with y'all. And it is called GrayJ. So it was created by Louis Rossman, who is a guy that's, he's a big tech guy on YouTube who is all about the right to repair and right to be able to use stuff the way that, when you own it, you should be able to use it the way you want to. Well, he created this software, and it lets you follow creators, not like different platforms. So It's available on PC and Android only, but it lets you add all these sources: YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, Patreon, Kick, all together at the same time, and SoundCloud, all kinds of stuff. And then you add the creators, and it just gives you a list, and it looks like YouTube, but it lets you download and play stuff in the background of anything that you want. So Twitch, Odyssey, YouTube, it plays them all, and it looks like it's got a very good interface, and you don't have to pay for YouTube Premium or YouTube Red or whatever it's called. It's completely free. It gets updates all the time because he's constantly working on it. When you open it, so let me just show you. When you open it, and they make a desktop version. So here's where I was watching Kill Tony. So it looks basically the same, and it's got the same kind of layout. But when you're in a video, there's options like download and background that actually work. So when you hit background, I can hit play on the video and turn off my screen, and now you can listen to stuff.
Said, got a plane ticket with your name on it. Come down to Tallahassee, Florida, blow my back out and rearrange my guts.
And being able to download stuff is super cool too.
Happy Easter to you too. How you doing today?
So that's another app that I'm going to suggest today. It's called GrayJ. If you've got Android or a PC, they make a desktop version. I'm not sure if they make it for... yeah, I think they make it for... that's Lewis Rossman, if you're not sure. If you've probably seen him before around YouTube. But he makes... yeah. So there's a Mac version for Mac OS, Linux, Windows, and Android for like Android tablets. Whoops, I wasn't even showing you. Sorry. Right here, there's a version for Android, Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. And it lets you download and watch stuff in the background. And that's super cool because YouTube makes you want to pay for that. And you can add your favorite creator on all their different places and see all their stuff in one place. So you don't have to go to Kick or Odyssey or Twitch or Patreon to view your favorite people. They'll all be listed in the same little app. So anyway, that was my second tech tip of the day. Let's get back to knives. GoPros. Man, I've got like 3 or 4 GoPros sitting in a drawer over here that I'm not even using. They're older ones. They're ones you wouldn't want, but I'll tell you, this Insta360 webcam that I've got has really impressed me, and they make some cool little. DJI makes some cool little ones too. GoPros overheat. I don't know if you've watched a bunch of YouTubers, but there's a lot of people that have problems with GoPros overheating, and they make some regular little. They make this Ace Pro and the Go. This is the Link 2 is the webcam I got, but they make these little action cams that are awesome. And they don't overheat. Like, they've got great hardware, and they're comparatively priced. And this is it against, the other camera, flagship camera, the one you were just talking about, the GoPro. So GoPro's on the left, the Ace Pro on the right. Low light shooting's a lot better. And the prices, let's see. Looks like $419 for the standard bundle, which I'm not sure. They got a motorcycle bundle, a bike bundle, whatever. I'm not actually sure how much the newest GoPros cost, but I think they're probably right around that. What are they up to? The 9 or something? This is, I don't even know. That's some other one. Hold on. 10, 13. Like, wow, 13. Yeah, so 324 compared to 419, and I bet Insta360, I bet they're even cheaper, not on their website. Yeah, $299 for the Ace Pro. So you ought to look into that Ace Pro too. It's got a flip. It's got some cool features to it. It's got the flip up screen. I'm not sure about the new GoPros. I haven't had one in a while with the new ones. I'm sure they do too, but something else you ought to check out. Yeah, so yeah, and GoPros overheat. Like, that's the main problem. So go with the Insta360. I'm really digging this webcam. The focus on it, clarity is great, and this is at 1080p, and it goes to 4K, and the microphone is great on this thing. $13 Hero. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was like the 10 or 11, but a lot of creators I've noticed have talked about them overheating, and it could have been a little bit older model. They might have got that fixed with the 13. So I'm not saying that the 13 is a bad. I mean, they're great cameras. They wouldn't be up to a version 13 if they weren't. I was just offering another suggestion. So what new knives are... Oh, the Vero 3.3, I saw on Bees last night mentioned that it was out. So anybody ordered one yet? I do like Arcane knives, Tommy. I didn't know much about them until a few streams ago. Somebody else mentioned them to me, but I am a fan now. I fixed my light tripod. This is the one I had on it, and it kept tipping over because of how small the base is. And as I was taking it apart to put the new base on it, I realized that you can pull these out. So I'm an idiot. But actually I'm not. So you can pull these out and make the base a little better. But I tried it and it was still tipping over. So the one I've got on it is still better. Mojave drop in a couple of hours, huh? Nice. Man, if y'all have not experienced a Kaiser crossbar lock, they're butter. This Escort in Red Rich Light is so smooth. My Kaiser Drop Bear is just as smooth. And one of my favorite Kaisers, the Mini Towser K, is a crossbar. And it's so smooth too, but I mean, you just can't get any smoother than there. And the lockup. Kaiser's got that clutch lock down. And the lockup is the main thing. Like, there's always just a little bit with crossbar lock knives, it seems like. But Kaiser Assassin is a great little knife too. Same thing with it. I mean, they're just so smooth. I'm just really impressed with Kaiser. Kaiser's been stepping up over the years, and they're really putting a hurting on some of the U.S. companies because of how good their quality is becoming. And their price is reflecting it, like that new one they just released. Limited edition one. Where did we see that, and what was it called? It's the Kaiser. It's a special edition. Limited edition. No, it was on I think it was on Blade HQ. Not Blade HW. Stupid keyboard. There's no telling what site we'll get. We go there. Kaiser. Was it like a black edition or? I cannot type today for nothing. Kaiser. Let's just sort by new then. What was it? I cannot think the name of that new knife. But they had a sort by newest. Yeah, it was. No, it wasn't the Dawn. Maybe it was the Dawn. No, it wasn't the Dawn. It's like a $400 knife. Oh, the Silver Wing. There it is. And Bees was talking about it last night. Y'all are probably telling me in the... but they've stepped up with their prices. Going up with compete with Wii. I think Bees said last night it took them 2 hours per side to do the milling on this knife. Yeah, each side of the scales takes the CNC machine 2 hours to do the milling. Super cool knife though. And this inlay is DLC coated titanium. But they're really stepping up their game. Sever 7, what's up? Yeah, Silver Wing. I'm going to have to get one of those. I'm going to grab one of the first ones available on Knife Swap. So, yeah, are y'all excited about winning a free knife tomorrow? Because y'all will definitely be in the running. I'm excited myself. May or may not have some surprises in store for tomorrow. And the drawing. If you've ever commented on a video, then you are automatically entered to win. And I don't know what the prize or prizes are going to be. Oh, another thing. Y'all need to get you one of these little hammers for working on knives. They're really good when you don't want to damage stuff. They're little soft blow mallets. And if you need to bang on stuff, got some plastic and rubber. Another cool little tool. We've still got I got to do the black and red fade on this. And we need to do the black to red dye on that. Although I've got a bunch of colors. Something else I haven't mentioned, but tack knives. Is it tack knives? It's tack knives. They sent me these for free. I'm not a big OTF guy, but it was cool that I bought one knife and they sent me 2 of these for free. One is a Microtech copy, I guess, but it's branded tack knives. I don't know how they get away with that, but it is what it is. And I believe that first one I just showed was a Benchmade copy. It looks just like the Benchmade with all the... Oh, it's Gabe. It's just on the lives. You have to have commented in a live video so that I know that you're here watching with us and participating. Commenting on a video doesn't count. It's only on the live videos. I know I probably wasn't clear. I made a couple of posts on Reddit this morning about today being the last day for your chance to get in on the drawing. Shootout clone. Yeah, I've got a... I thought, is that like a mini shootout? Because the shootout's bigger. The shootout is quite a bit bigger. Not sure. I think he's talking about the comments, not about watch time. I thought this was the shootout. The shootout is bigger knife. These are, they make another knife that looks like this though. I'm not sure. Kush sounds good. They make a, hold on. They don't do an Ultim version. I just happen to have one. You figure it out. No, I'm just joking. Benchmade OTF. There's one that's shaped just like that. And I'm still not seeing it. Right there, no. The mini Claymore, no. Hold on. Let's see. I know there's one that's just like it. Pretty sure. What is this? The Pate. Huh. Well, I thought, let's see. It must be the, whoops. Maybe it is the, no, it's not that one either. I don't know. Maybe it's not a copy. I thought it was, though. Could have sworn it was. But looking at it, it's got like a flat. I don't know. I'm sitting here looking at it. It's got a flat part right here. I don't know. It's a cool little knife, though. I mean, they were both free, so. Yeah, the Anthem looks pretty cool. I didn't order one yet. I'm going to buy the first one that pops up on the subreddit that somebody doesn't want. I just don't want to pay $160 for it. I wouldn't mind paying $120 for it. Yeah, they don't make an Ultim version of this, by the way. If you hear that spring sounds terrible. Terrible. But I've not had it fail yet, so there is that. I do have the titanium bailout. And the bailout is one of my favorite. I have bigger hands, and I love the bailout. It's one of my favorite. The only problem with my bailout is I've got the version. Seems they make a couple of different versions of bailout, and the lanyard hole at the end is not the same on all of them. And the Protect Chavez drops today. That's awesome. I I really like that knife too. I'm trying to make a little room here. I gotta. We'll look through this case. I love the bailout. I've got a couple of them, I think. We'll see in just a second. I'm trying to make room here. All right. What do I have here? I've got the Anthem, but not the... Okay, there's a bailout. I love the bailout. I like the blade shape. I love the action on it. I love the size of it. It's the size the bug out should be to me. But this glass breaker on the end of it is super pointy and digs into your palm, so I've had to sand those down. As far as titanium Benchmates go, though, this Mini Freak is one of the best. The action on the Mini Freak is just supreme. Yeah, I know you're trying to get all the Blade HQ M4s, huh? And then this is the non... Yeah, Bug Out's bigger brother. It definitely is. This is the Anthem. This is the non-expensive version. And then, let's see. Then I got the titanium one right here. And it's got that same little thing at the end. But I just love that. Man, I don't know. I love the size of it. I've got big hands, and that's one of my favorite Benchmade knives. Super cool. Yeah, it's got to be Nick. Yeah, Gabe, the glass breaker on the end of it. Window breaker. It's the same at Microtech. I mean, it's just their version of the... And you know, Microtech did a whole video on... how to break glass correctly. Let's pop in and look at that real quick. It's kind of funny. Hold on. Glass breaker demonstration. This is for educational purposes only. Hold on.
One problem that people run into sometimes, they try to hit the center of the glass. That is not the correct location for you to hit it. You always want to pick a corner, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely. Always try to go for a corner, usually a braced corner. Even if it doesn't have a rim on the top here, you still want to go for a corner, not up here, not over here. Of course, you do what you've got to do, but if you can get it right in this corner here, that's going to work best for you.
Another thing, Ray, is a lot of people have tried sometimes to put their
This is a reaction video
of this knife. I've seen
on
people use that
Microtech's
technique.
video on how to break glass.
Advise that just in case any kind of accident does happen and that blade
For the
deploys
YouTube algorithm?
in an emergency situation. You don't want it deploying into your finger and injuring yourself.
Yeah, that would be a bad situation there, having it deploy while you're continuing through. Basically, popping it, that's what we found to be the corner, rather than trying to go through the center and then your arm go through. That's what we found to be the most effective.
Now, Ray, I've kind of found that some of our larger knives, such as the Ultratech,
Away from the opening, keep fingers away from the openings whenever.
UTX 70, we put in a knife this, but just
break some glass.
Hey, You got that Ultra Tech in your hand? Let's see what it does.
All right, guys, so I'm going to hold it just like this. I'm going to hold it so that nothing's over the opening. I do have the safety glasses on. And what I'm going to do is just pop right here. It also keeps my hand from going through when this shatters, okay? Here we go.
That looks simple.
Yeah, it's very simple. There's no reason to look at it, and my hand never changed position. Very easy to do. We're going to try to do this in one take. We only have 3 car doors, so we're not going to...
Over here.
All right.
Got the UTX 85 here. Distressed turquoise. I don't think this is going to distress it even worse.
Reaction video. Sorry.
Show 'em, Ray.
Yeah, guys, with this safety glass, that very first one, that popped it. That shattered the glass, and then all of this just falls through. But it was broken. I think you've got another one to try, right?
You know, I've used this before in my personal life, and it actually works. I know it for a fact. So let's go to this door and use my personally carried combat showdown.
Okay, it took 2 strikes on that, but still it broke it very easily. You can see he used a different technique.
I love
with
it
that.
took him 2 strikes. But there you go. There's a glass breaker. Oh, the old Magic Rock, brand new American. That's what we used to call it. Anybody else call them Magic Rocks, the spark plug ceramic? You take it and put it on a little string, break it off, and we called it a Magic Rock. And I won't say, like, yeah, won't get into that, but I may or may not have used those in my younger years for purposes I probably shouldn't have. Nick, I want to see Nick and Tommy talk at the same time. No, I'm just kidding. I gotta sell all these. Somebody want to buy this whole case? I'll give you a good deal on it. A real good deal on it. No, not the Magic 8-ball. That's the thing you ask questions. The Magic Rock is what we call the little ceramic spark plug thing for breaking windows. What's day number 2 for what? Be Shady? You can buy the case by itself? Come on now. You're not that broke. So if anybody missed the first part of the video, I've got 22 knives I'm about to list for sale. If y'all want first dibs on them, you're welcome to them. I can't really show you the list because it's got the prices on it. And I don't know what I'm going to be charging. But I read the list off at the beginning of the video if you want to hear them. Actually, I could show you pretty easily. These are the knives I'm going to be selling. If you want to pause that, Sever 7. You're welcome to Moon Rocks. Oh yeah, I like Moon Rocks too, not Magic Rocks. Yeah, that's what's cool about those man, Kush, man, Bubba Kush, like pre-Afghanistan Bubba Kush. The pre-88, yeah, so that's the thing about these little bailouts is they just have a little nub. That's all you need. Yeah, that original Bubba, man, there's just something about a good taste of some mint OG, huh? Ocean Growers. Not original gangster. If you're a real head, you know that. OG doesn't stand for original gangster. It stands for Ocean Growers. Anyway, there's the knives I'm selling. And I'll give you a good deal on them. Yeah, the Bubba... I know this is a knife stream and all, but... let's see. Pre-1988. I can't type. Oh my God. I think it's 1988. It might be 98. Yeah, it's 98. So the pre-98, that's when the Russians went in and they ruined it. They didn't ruin it, but the pre-98 just has a taste and a smell. That's a lot better. Anyway, we won't get into all that on the video. We Roxy 3, yeah, that's what we're talking about. I am selling this version of the Manix 2. It's got Meton Boss circuit board titanium scales on it. And it's got a half serrated blade. S30V. Yeah, Gorilla Glue. It's got good action. I didn't flip it right the first time, but it's on, it's on washers, so it's got washer action. I'm selling that one. Hasn't been used. The Thresher, the Raptor, the Elder, the Grace. The Grace is just the kit. It's the Zerk kit. I don't know if you saw that, but Null Knives Grace kit. It's just a Zerk kit for a Null Knives Grace. I'm keeping my Grace, but I bought an extra Zerk kit and I didn't need it because mine already came with one, but I didn't realize it until after I bought the new one because I'm an idiot. Because I jump the gun sometimes, but this is the Zerk kit for the Grace. It's got the thumb stud, the back spacer, the clip, and the two pivot screws. Pivot barrel stays in, but it's got everything else. Brand new American. I bought a 15V Shaman, and it got lost in the mail. Are you sure you don't have my 15V Shaman? That's the only knife I bought on Knife Swap that they delivered to the wrong address, and I had to file a claim with the post office. And I got the money, and dude paid me the rest of the money. The guy that sold it to me, he was supposed to actually pay me all of it right off the rip, and he was supposed to deal with the post office, but we didn't either one know that. And he almost got in trouble with the Knife Swap mods because you know how they are. They're hotheads. And if you don't follow the rules exactly, they'll ban you. So I think he might have actually got banned for not doing that immediately for me for my 15V Shaman. But I just decided with my real Spydercos that I didn't want the regular versions, so I got the Spy 27 PM2. I didn't want the S30V. My PM3 is it's a Maximet. And then my Shaman is a Z-Wear PM. I love my Shaman. Like my hands, my big hands, my Shaman is my most carried knife. I love this Z-Wear PM. So I had to get those three. And so these two, my smock, I bought it because of the Zerk meat-ton ball scales. I like them. And then I did the lightning anno on that clip. I finally figured out the angle to get the light to show off the clips, but I have to like point the knife almost that way. Yeah, I did the lightning anno on that. But this one's standard still. This is the S30V or whatever. And so is the Mannix. Yeah, they're all basically brand new. The BBK is like perfect. I know the Elder is like never been used at all, like, and the Thresher is too. They're all three great shape. I don't care. I haven't carried any of them, and they just go straight in the case. Here's the Thresher. Hold on. Let me wipe off the blade and make sure it's good for you. There's the Thresher. No scratches on it. None on the scales. Fingerprints on the scales, but on the blade, but no scratches. Hasn't been used. Still got a factory edge. Thresher's great. And that one could be changed back to silver, any color you want, real easy. Wink would work on it. There's the Thresher. This is the Elder. Just got oils on it. Man, the action on this, and this one has skiffs in it. The guy put skiffs in it, but there's no, blade hasn't been used for nothing. No scratches on it. Perfect shape. And I've got the box and everything. And then what was the last one? The BBK. All right. So this is the Raptor. It's got that super cool carbon fiber insert. Of course, it's got oil on the blades too. But it's got that. You can see the blade on it. It's got no scratches. It doesn't look like it's ever been used. I believe I'm the second owner on both of these. I think I'm the third owner on this one. But I think both of these I'm the second owner. I bought them right from the guys that bought them. Brand new. Definitely three cool knives. I'm gonna keep this one because I like the jigged, because that's just more my style. I wish it didn't have the holes. I wish it was just a solid titanium one, but I've got two Raptors, so I decided to get rid of the carbon fiber one because y'all have heard me talk about it. Brand new American. I'm excited to see your design on the fixed blade. Yeah, the Elder is a sweet knife. And like, it's just like, I don't know if you can see that action, but those skiffs, it just like, it's just weight of the blade, like, and it just drops. It's not like guillotine drop, but it's so smooth, and you can just feel how it's like, it just feels smooth. Super cool knife. Yeah, I'll hit you up on Instagram, and My prices are good because I'm pretty good at haggling. So, yeah. I will message you as soon as the video's over. The thresher would make a good one for your. I see what you went for with the blade shapes there, but I bet that thresher blade would look good on that on the Mac body. Crazy for knives. Yeah, I agree, man. The Thug XL is a great knife. I love the brushed finish on it. It's just awesome. And you know, the same with the blade, like they did the brushed finish on the blade. Crazy for knives, yes sir. Yeah, the finish on that is awesome. And then I've got a special modded version of his little brother, the Thug. It's got a dark wash. I think Way of Knives did it too. I did the clip on it too. I wanted to add just a pop of color to it. I did the lightning anvil on this clip too. I can't get the stupid light to show up right though. It either gets right on it or it doesn't get the colors right, but flashlights are super cool too. And if you're gonna be talking about those two Wii's, man, the Trogon fits right in with them. And so does the Riff Raff. Sever 7, you need to get one of these. That's your blade shape right there. Like, Christensen makes some cool knives. I did the clip on this one too. I don't know what's up with me and just adding a little color. Yeah, flashlights and knives go together. But those four Wii's are great together. They all got the same kind of little flare. And then if I was going to add in one more, it'd be that one. And the Shudden has a cool blade shape too. As y'all can see, I have a type. Crazy for Knives, if you will send me an email, I will give you about 10 knives in that price range. I just put the email address down there in the bottom left corner. You are welcome to email me. There was another guy on here asking me the same thing, and I told him to email, and he never did. But instead of going through a bunch on the stream right here, if you can give me a few knives that you like, then I can recommend about 10 that should be great for you. As you can see with my style, now you can tell why I'm getting rid of this one. And this one. Because they're not my style. So those are getting sold. Since we're talking about, since somebody brought up Asher, might as well look at the Ashers. I got 6 so far. I need more. Let me put these weaves back up. Give me just a second. Yeah, I'm a sucker for plain Jane too. Sever 7, as soon as I get my Media Blast cabinet set up, I'll be able to do some nice bead blast finishes like that. So if you find if you can find a lightning anode one, go ahead and buy it, because it won't be long before I have that and be able to do that for you for super cheap. So you can send it to me and I'll do it for you. Let's go through the bags first, see what I got. So that's the crossbar Spyro. Or Spiro. I don't know how he says it, if it's Spiro or Spyro. I'm pretty sure Petrified Fish did this knife. He said that's who he was going with his new OEMs. After the frame lock. There's that one. This is the white carbon fiber warning. Spiro, yeah. That's how I say Spiro, not Spyro. Spiro. There's that one. Then we have the new aluminum. Super cool blade shape on that one. Oh yeah, I've texted him. I've talked to him through text messages a few times. I was asking him about his OEMs. He told me how he switched from Kunwu to Petrified Fish. Christensen knife, work knife you have? The Maverick? You talking about the Maverick? These are my I try to support him as much as I can. This is probably my favorite one. I don't know, it's just something about it. This is a good screenshot for Asher. I don't know, the Acuto has got a cool blade too. And then you got, I'm missing one. No, I'm not. That's not my favorite. I don't know. It's a close tie between that one and this one. It's probably this one though. So there's my Asher collection so far. I need to get some more. The action on this one's super good too. Yeah, they're going to be okay for sure. They sold a lot more than just knife steel. I don't know which one goes where. Let's see. Yep, that's the right one. The Acuto goes in the other one. I don't know why they put them in upside down in a lot of boxes. But they seem to do that. This one has fabulous action. Man, I can't get that stupid fuller to... I don't have any fingernails. Wow. That's sad. Yeah, what's going on with the... I thought somebody bought them, and they just hadn't announced it yet. I don't have an Aries from Orion. No. I've got a combination of the two. I've got an Arion. It's an Arion from Artisan Cutlery, and it's a super cool knife. Combine those two words together, and I've got it. Arion. See, that's the kind of clip I want to put on that other knife. And if I could figure out how to drill in from the inside, I could make it just like that. This is another one of those knives that makes me just want to poke people because of the way the blade's shaped. I don't know. Some blades just make me want to poke stuff. You can't go wrong with those two. The Revel and the Satyr. Both great knives. Man, this coffee is good. This coffee is so good. I don't know. I'm not I do like the milling on this. I'm not a fan of the AR RPM 9, but I like the milling on this Satyr better than I do the expensive one. I mean, it's got the lines milled. You just can't see them. I don't know why I put the... I love Laconico designs. One of my favorites. And man, this damn design... This is called the Cerebus. This is... You said that was a... Cerberus design. This is close to that name. It's the heck, I don't know. But the handle on this knife is super comfortable. The way it arcs back, it fits your palm perfectly. Super cool damn designs knife. It's the Cerberus. I don't know. Yeah, I'm so glad I got that prototype Intrepid Kaiser Laconico. That's one of my favorite knives. That Wanderer from Justin Lundquist is pretty sweet too. Justin Lundquist has a lot style, kind of like Laconico does. But that I mean, you cannot beat. Yeah, that's that Intrepid. It's dirty, but Laconico to be determined. It's the prototype one before they named it. I don't know if you've been here, Nick, when I showed that one, but that's one I got. It's the Kaiser Intrepid before they named it. It's called the Laconico TBD, to be determined. But that one's a super cool Laconico design. And then, let's see. This is the Wanderer. Kind of reminds me of Laconico's designs. It's Justin Lundquist. It's just got those plain, simple lines like Laconico does. And you got the then you got the I got quite a few Laconico knives. Got the Gemini. I don't know, there's just something about those clean lines that I like. This is one of the best crossbar lock knives in existence, though, the Drop Bear. The action on these is just so stupid smooth. It's just got that perfect action. This is the L-Max version. Azo does a pretty good job designing knives too. Yeah, it's just that plain, simple look, you know. But Justin Lundquist is doing his thing too. That's a cool looking knife too. That's called the Wanderer. And then another one that I don't see very often is the Uprising. A lot of people don't know about this knife. But that's a super cool looking knife. It's called the Kaiser Uprising. I ran across it and was like, dang, how did I miss that one? I need to do a flipper tab delete on it and put a blade window in it. That should be a mod that we do. Because that flipper tab is ugly. It would look so much better without it. And just look at it just like that, and then with a thumb stud or a blade window right up here. I think studs might be okay on this one, but I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. And this is another slept-on knife, the PNY. For you guys that like gentleman's pocket knives, this is a cool one too, from Kaiser. I got this one on sale, super cheap, brand new. It's got stupid action on it too. But nothing compares to the value I got on. I got this for $79 from Trivisa. It's the frame lock, full titanium. Nick, just send it to me, man. I'll put thumb studs on it. It's no problem. Easy as hell. Or I'll show you how. I got this for $79 brand new from Trivisa. And I don't know if, I think if you look them up, they're like $179, like $100 more than that. Still. Like, I'm getting kind of worn out this morning. Worked all night. think we're about to wind it down. Oh, I got it on sale. Still, I paid $79. I know I've seen higher prices than that. On the Kaiser website, what do they got it at right now? Oh, wow. Yeah, it's coming down. So, all right. I used to have a great deal on it. Now it's coming down. Crazy how knife prices just jump around. That's not a mini. That's a full size, but my hands just are big. Make it look like a mini. No, it's a big knife. That's the full size, babe. I've got that one, and beside it, I got the purple one. I like my Kaisers. Then I got my cormorants, got my gamer edition, and my titanium one. Most fidgety knife ever, maybe. So many ways to deploy it. Great knife. If you haven't ever messed with a cormorant, you got to check it out. Great blade shape, every way to deploy it possible. Front flipper, back flipper tab, button, blade window, regular window. Of course, I messed all that up, but super sick action. The gamer edition one, same way. Put a tariff on that biatch. Oh my God, what a big knife. What a beefy boy. Man, that is something huge. Oh, goodness gracious. These things are so heavy. Big boys. Look how thick those blades are. That get-on blade is just stupid. All right, guys. We've been going an hour and 48 minutes. I love this Arma, though. XL. I like my regular Arma, too. That get-on, though, is just stupid thick. That Prayer's not a little boy, though. I mean, it's... in thickness, it's a lot different, though. You see in a regular knife. And these overly built ones. A lot of difference. That one's thick, but... that Migron Prayer... yeah, the gamer ones were on sale. Yeah, I got that's when I got the Dragon LSK. That's when I got that gamer one. When I got it that cheap, it was like $44. Brand New American, you still with us, huh? Knives are life, still hanging in there in the background. Pete, what happened to Pete? All right, guys, tomorrow will be the drawing. We'll see who won the knife. Super excited. I hope y'all are too. It's another gentleman's knife. The beg lighter. I'm not getting rid of my Kaisers. The only Kaiser I'm getting rid of is this one. Not my style again. It's the Kaiser Doberman. It's an older model. Got a cool blade shape. Todd Carr, you have a great day too, buddy. Since you commented that, you're in the running. All right, guys. I think we're going to end it here. What is today? Saturday? Yeah, today is... I think I'm going to go play some billiards, some pool tonight. I haven't played pool in a long time, and I used to be really good at pool. I bet I'm still pretty good at pool. But I haven't played in a year or so, so need to get that done. All right, guys, y'all have a great day. We will see y'all here bright and early tomorrow morning for the drawing. Be here or be square. Be here or be queer. Be there or be square. I don't know. Something. Come in and check us out. And if you got any questions or want advice on knives, you can see the email address there in the corner. You still have your sticks? Yeah, I've got my Miyuchi. I've got a couple Miyuchi, and I've got one other one. I can't even think what it's called. Some kind of... All right. Yep. Thank y'all again. Appreciate y'all stopping in and hanging out with me. It's been swell, but the swelling's gone down. So we will see y'all bright and early tomorrow morning with some free gift for somebody. All right, guys.